Welcome to Stay at Home Dads, a podcast.
With your hosts, Drew and Justin, a place where we talk about a lot of guy stuff.
And a little bit of dad stuff too. So kick back, relax, and let's talk. All right, Justin here with Stay at Home Dads podcast. Welcome everyone. Now, tonight might seem a little bit different. I am totally by myself tonight. Andrew, one of my best friends, my PIC, that's partner in crime, if you guys didn't know. He's taking a little sabbatical. He's taking some time away to, focus on his family and focus on his daughter, stuff like that. She's, 9, 10 months old, kind of a handful, a rough stage, so he's taking some time to himself. Hopefully he'll come back soon. So I'm going to try to wing this by myself. I don't know how this will work out. Hopefully it'll turn out, but we've had a bunch of topics to talk about, and tonight I just kind of wanted to bring up juggling life as a dad and dealing with being a father and still being yourself. I had a friend of mine ask me, how do you juggle being this stay-at-home parent and being involved with your kids constantly, being a stay-at-home parent, and, still being yourself or getting projects done or even getting daily duties done around your house? How do you kind of juggle all those things? So I kind of thought this might be a good topic. It might resonate with a lot of people. Maybe a lot of people feel this same way that I do. To start off, I feel like I'm pretty good at juggling my time and dealing with my kids. Not dealing with them, that sounds kind of horrible. But being in my kids' lives and playing with them and educating them and entertaining them, as well as, getting stuff done around my house, whether it's lawn care or cleaning out the garage or doing laundry or cleaning the kitchen or cleaning bathrooms or any of that stuff. I feel like I do an okay job at that. I mean, I'm not perfect. I have my bad days. I've got a lot of days that I'm just not feeling it. Sit on the couch, play on my phone, let my kids watch too much TV probably, let them play on the iPad a little too much, Me, I'm playing on my phone, I'm watching TV, I'm watching SVU, whatever, and those are, in my mind, those are kind of failures. And maybe they're a little more pronounced as a stay-at-home parent for guys and girls, whoever's listening, because technically, quote-unquote, this is our job. This is where we're supposed to thrive. We're not doing a 9 to 5. We're doing this, so we should be on top of the laundry and the cleaning and the lawn care and taking out the trash and playing with kids and educating kids and taking them to golf practice and taking them to gymnastics and stuff like that, like I just did today. So I think when we don't get those things done, it kind of hits us a little harder, puts us in a little worse of a mood. Our spouses might kind of see, they're not in a great mood. I know I've had that look on my face, and my wife says, what's going on? Just had a bad day, so, but the days that I do get things done, I feel very energized and positive, and my mood is up, my mood is good. So that's one reason why I try to motivate myself to get things done. Now, I'll talk about that here in a minute. A lot of it kind of boils down to choices, in my opinion. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist or anything like that. I'm just a normal dude, blue-collar guy, that takes care of kids. So in my opinion, it boils down to choices. I have the choice to get up, get motivated, go, make a YouTube video. I make videos out in my garage and stuff like that. So I have a choice to be motivated to go do that, or I have a choice to get motivated and go clean out the garage. I mean, it's just like with this podcast. I knew this day was coming. I had the whole week or more to figure out what I wanted to do, to record something, and I should have put this out yesterday on Monday, and now it's going to be late. So talk about procrastination, talk about being, somewhat lazy and not motivated. This is a prime example right here. I've had time to do this. I've had the evenings like I'm doing this at right now, and I just kept putting it off. So those are all choices that we make. We make the choice to sit on our couch, here's my phone, to play on my phone. That's a choice. It's easy, it's lazy, and actually I think humans by nature are kind of lazy. They're kind of like to sit around, and I'm not saying that for everybody. Well, let's back that up for a second. I think that there's a little bit of that in everyone. There's a little bit of laziness in everyone, to where you just want to, you want to, you find an excuse not to do something. You'll find an excuse not to go to the gym. You find an excuse not to go outside and cut the grass. Oh, it's a little rain the other day. Maybe it's a little too wet. You probably could do it, but, you found an excuse not to, and you can kick that can down the road. So those are all choices that we make. And also, in a way, yeah, a lot of your personal needs and wants, aside from doing housework and aside from kids, your personal needs and wants, my personal needs, are going to get pushed off to the back burner. You're going to have to push those things off. I'm not going to be able to go golfing with my buddies or go shoot one of my videos in my garage. No, I have to pick up my house. I've got to pick up my daughter from gymnastics. I've got to drop my other kid off at basketball. So there is going to be some sacrifice, and you'll just have to find the time to get your personal things back in. Maybe you want to play some video games. Maybe you want to watch some movies. Maybe you just want to, be yourself, and you'll just have to find that time somewhere else in your day. All right, so here are a few things that I kind of do personally myself to not go down that rabbit hole of quote unquote laziness, I'll call it, or lack of drive. So we don't want to go down there. We don't want to do that. We don't want to get into that mindset. So a lot of times I'll take a pen and paper and I'll make lists. I'll make legitimate lists of things I want to get done. If it's, put some shelving up in my garage, it's get my grass cut, pull the weeds in the flower bed, stuff like that. Run to Home Depot and pick up fertilizer. I do a lot of yard work here in Indiana. Stuff like that. Even if it's simple stuff like go to the gym, clean out the pantry, put in a load of laundry, put all these things. I put all these things on my list, and you cross them off. Even if they're really easy gimme ones. Going to the gym is personal time, but put it on your list. Once you cross it off, it feels really good. It motivates you, and you can kind of move on to other things. It kind of gets that ball rolling. So don't be afraid to put some of the gimmies on there. Unload your dishwasher, make your bed, do yoga, put it on your list. If it's something you would like to get done, put it on there. Play with your kids, do a puzzle with your kids, take your kids for a bike ride. Put all this stuff on there. Another thing I do is I try to incorporate my two girls into a lot of the things I do. So like I said, if I want to go to Home Depot and run some errands, run to the post office, whatever, I'm not going to use my kids as an excuse and say, well, I've got, my daughters, I can't go do this or whatever. Heck, I'll just load them in the truck and we'll go run some errands and kind of incorporate them into what I'm doing. And half the time, Home Depot's got, Christmas decorations up or Halloween decorations up or fresh plants during the summertime, and they go there and it's an adventure and they like it, and let them run around and you can shop and do what you need to do, and here's all these other things they can look at. It's kind of another win-win. You can show them some Christmas trees or spook them out with some Halloween decorations. So that's another option. Kind of incorporate your kids into the things that you're doing. Sometimes if the store is next to a pet store, hey, we just swing into the pet store and walk around for 10 minutes and let the kids look at pets and pet some frogs or whatever they do in there, and then we bail. So I just kind of try to keep that in mind, and they seem to like it. So another thing is actually I need to wash my truck. So tomorrow, if the weather's nice, I'm actually going to go out and I'll start washing my truck, and I'll see if my kids want to come out with me. and I'll get to wash my truck and get something crossed off my list. And they think it's cool too. They wash the wheels and they'll scrub the sides and everything like that. So it's kind of a nice time, and it's a good bonding time, and we have fun and spray around with the hose and all that. So it's really incorporating your kids into things that you need to get done anyways, is what I'm trying to say. So, but also trying to incorporate your kids into everything can be a disaster, personally anyways. Trying to edit a video on my computer, and I swear my kids know when I'm trying to do something at least somewhat important to me. If it's trying to edit a video, if it's trying to be on somewhat of an important phone call or something like that, I swear they somehow know, their kid perception picks it up, and they turn it up a little bit, start arguing a little bit too much, and it's just like, oh my God, super frustrating. But what do? It's not like you can scream at them and yell at them. That's not really the right way to go about it. So it does get tough. It's one of those fine lines, I guess. I mean, I could stuff them in front of the iPad, but I don't think that really works out very well. I kind of pride myself on not giving my kids an iPad regularly, so then when they actually get the iPad, it means something to them, and it's very important, so they really enjoy it for the short amount of times they get it. So I kind of use that sparingly, let's say. Also, my wife and I, we really try to get our girls to bed, around 7:30, 7:45. That's kind of been our routine. They're usually up by 7 in the morning, and they're usually taking showers or baths and going to bed at 7:30, 7:45 at the latest. And that gives us ample time. We don't go to bed for 3 more hours, so that gives us ample time to disengage the parent brain and get out of parent mode, so to speak, and kind of just shut that side of your brain off, and it lets you kind of bond with your wife. If you want to watch TV, you just want to veg out on the couch, you just want to watch a movie or whatever, that really helps us. Or edit a video, or water the plants in the yard. But that really helps us. That gets us kind of our time, and we've always said that. We've always been on the same page from day one of having kids about getting them to bed at a good hour, and that gives us ample time to really kind of bond as a couple and gives us some free time that we don't have to be parents. So we really enjoy that. The one thing is I don't want my kids or my wife to ever look at me like I'm this lazy dad, or I'm this melancholy dad, or this dad that doesn't want to do things with his family, or just lays around on his phone all the time. I don't want to, what's the word? I don't want to give off that perception to my family, to my kids, that, oh, my dad just lays around and looks at his phone all day, blah, blah, blah. So that always kind of sticks in my mind, that I don't want that perception. So that's kind of another driving force with me as well. But anyways, I mean, the bottom line is it's a mental struggle. It's hard. It's not easy. No one's going to blame you for not having some drive and not wanting to do things. It's perfectly fine to be content with just taking care of your family and doing stuff around your house. That's totally fine. You want to veg out and do that and hang out with your kids and not try to be Superman getting all this stuff done. That's totally fine too. It's okay to be content and happy with everything in your life, or with the way your life is being run. There's no judgment there at all. I just want to get that across. So anyways, closing advice, let's call it a dad tip of the day. Make lists. Number 1, make a list, write everything down, write things down you want to accomplish, big things and small things. It'll really help you. It'll be something tangible to look at, to get things done. You can physically see them. Embrace your kids when you're trying to do things. Involve them in things you're doing, washing the car, doing yard work, running errands. just really try to involve them in your life, in your daily things that you're doing, even folding laundry. Once your kids get old enough, you can say, hey, help me unload the dishwasher, stuff like that. And you can turn daily chores into somewhat of a bonding time, I guess, with your kids. So also, our wives will give us time, as our wives are husbands. I don't know who's listening, but our spouses will give us time, free time, hey, go do this, go do that. And if you want to, utilize it to your advantage. Hey, you have no kids, you've got no responsibilities, go do those things you want to do for you. If it's play a round of golf, go do that. If it's edit a video for YouTube, go do that. If it's chill out and just veg, do that and recharge the battery. It's totally up to you. Just utilize that time and appreciate it. And lastly, get your kids on a really awesome schedule. Get on the same page with your spouse. Get your kids on a good schedule so they go to bed at a decent time, to give you that break, that much needed mental break at the end of the day. Anyways, I hope you guys bared with me to the end here. It's kind of new for me to be talking to myself and not getting any feedback but my computer screen. So I'll try to get some guests in here. Maybe I'll get some other people to talk to, and some other opinions and points of view from other parents and things like that. So thanks for hanging with me. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next time. All right, that's our show. Thanks for watching Stay at Home Dads.
You know the drill, guys. Blah, blah, blah. Hit that like button, subscribe.
We'll catch you on the flip side.